All right, now you know what time it is. Last but not least is rapid reactions, a whole lot of topics, a little bit of time. Jay, the floor is yours.
All right, the Chicago Bulls are 4-0 and off of their best start since the 1996-97 season. Their wins are against the Pelicans, Raptors, and they've beaten the Pistons twice. What do you make of them so far?
Yeah, that sounds cool, man. Yeah, just compare them to, one of those awesome Chicago Bulls team, those legendary Chicago Bulls teams because they started off 4-0. What an accolade. Yeah, we're going to leave that right there, though, folks. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin shut down speculation that linked him to the college coaching job at USC and LSU at his press conference today. You take him for his word, Jay?
Yeah, I'm going to. I think Mike Tomlin is one of the straight shooters out there, and I wish I had the verbiage on hand, but I was reading some of it earlier. I just love the way he handles things. His media sessions, I think they're meaningful, and he was pretty emphatic. He's why wouldn't he be? Like, he's a Pittsburgh Steelers coach, and you know how that ownership treats their coaches. What is it? 3 coaches in the past, I don't know, 50, 60 years or whatever it is. So. Until they kick him out of there, I don't think Mike Tomlin would leave that position. Texas Tech has fired football coach Matt Wells after a 13-17 record and 2+ seasons on the job. Seems like somewhat of a quick hook, rather. What do you think, Drink?
Nope. When Texas Tech ain't been tolerable since Cliff Kingsbury left. Like, yeah, we forgot they was in the Big 12. So, no, not mad. Listen, you got new competition coming in. Your conference is under the microscope. We need to get some winners in here. We no longer will be able to ride the coattails of Texas and Oklahoma. So we got to build our own legacy. So let's just start over new quick. The Boston Red Sox plan to evaluate the futures of franchise cornerstone Rafael Devers and Xander Bogaerts. What does that mean?
I think they still consider those guys building blocks for the future. Devers only 25. Bogaerts still in the prime of his career. I think Bogaerts maybe will consider opting out of his contract next year. But I still think he wants to remain in Boston. He just wants a new deal. But I think you could have a situation where maybe down the line defensively, Bogaerts moves to second or third, and maybe Bogaerts moves to third. Maybe Devers. I've seen some good things from him defensively, but maybe he moves across the diamond to first base. So I think it's more like, how do they stack up defensively in the future? But, I still think they'll both be in Boston for years to come. In the wake of Zach Wilson's knee sprain, the Jets are making big moves. They traded for Joe Flacco from the Eagles in exchange for a conditional 6th-round pick. I don't understand this at all. Drink. The Jets have Mike White. I'm pretty sure he's got it. What say you?
Well, with that play calling and it being the Jets, they might think Mike White won't make it through the next game either. So we're going to depend on Joe the Couch Flacco back there to bring it on home. Like, man, listen, if this is not an indictment that the New York Jets is where you go to get your dreams killed, like, come on, man. This franchise is out here killing more dreams than the Squid Games. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, man. Just come on, man. Just kill that franchise. Texas quarterback Deshaun Watson is reportedly open to waiving his no-trade clause to multiple teams as the trade deadline approaches. Your thoughts?
What a guy! He's really making a sacrifice. This is the John. So John Gruden gets fired for some emails, but yet you got a guy, and I don't know. We've questioned the veracity of some of these things, but the man does have 22 open lawsuits. Based on.
Allegedly.
Sexual harassment, some type of allegation. So, but yet he's out here, just thumbing through the classifieds, looking for the next big job. And
hey,
wherever he goes is automatically going to be a better place than where he's leaving. So I just find that to be, I don't particularly love the optics of that for the NFL. Los Angeles Lakers forward Carmelo Anthony dropped 28 points on Sunday and moved into 9th on the NBA all-time scoring list. He passed Moses Malone. It's not bad for a guy who couldn't even find a job a few years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that this guy was literally scratching and clawing to get back into the NBA. And this guy is in the top 10 all-time scoring. That is outrageous. Matter of fact, wasn't he on that NBA 75 team too? So, clearly I don't know what the motivational factor was for him not being able to get into the NBA, but I'm happy to see he's in. He's with the Lakers. He's doing well. Got a chance to possibly get a ring. So I'm happy for him. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, Melo. St. Louis Cardinals have promoted bench coach Oliver Monmore to manager after Mike Schultz was fired earlier this month. At 35, man, that's pretty young for a manager. At 35, Monmore will become the youngest manager in baseball. Does his youth concern you, Jay?
Not especially. I think he's been the bench coach for the past 2-3 seasons, so he's already got probably got a great relationship with the players out there. I think it'd be a little bit different if he was a 35-year-old coming from a different team, but seeing as how the Cardinals promoted from within, I think that'll be fine. I think the bigger issue is I'm not sure if Schilt necessarily deserved to be fired. I mean, the guy did lead the Cardinals on a 17-game win streak late in the year. He got them into the playoffs. They've been competitive his entire time. I think the GM, whoever made the decision, cited philosophical differences. I don't know. That sounds a little sketch to me. Hopefully Marmol steps in and they don't miss a beat. The Bucs fan that gave up Tom Brady's 600 touchdown football is being rewarded with an assortment of items, including 2 signed Tom Brady jerseys, a signed Mike Evans jersey, Mike Evans cleats, a helmet, and Brady's also throwing in 1 Bitcoin. I think that price dropped a little bit today, but that's fine. The Bucs are also providing a pair of season tickets to the fan for the rest of 2021 and 2022, and an $1,000 credit to the official team score. I drink that all sounds great, but I probably would have held on to the football. What say you?
Now, I'm going to put it like this, man. I would have gave up the football, but you would have listen, this assortment package would have been a lot thicker than it is. Not to say it's terrible. It's a good starting point, but this 600, man, you know what I'm saying? I could get a $500,000, $250,000 for this football, so you got to make it worthwhile. But, to the fans' credit, like, maybe that fan knew, like, if he or she, I'm pretty sure it was he would have, made a big fuss about it and kept the ball. He could have got ostracized in Tampa Bay or something, So maybe he feared that. But no, yeah, I would have definitely gave the ball back, but that package would have been a lot more thicker than what it was. Last one. We got the Packers. We got the Cardinals. Thursday night football. No Devontae Adams, but hey, should still be a good one. Who wins, Jay?
Oh, man, you said it. I think Devontae Adams at this stage, unlikely to play due to testing positive for COVID. I think that might be the difference. I think without him in the lineup, I think Aaron Rodgers could struggle. We know how much he relies on Devontae Adams. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I think they keep the line moving. Cliff, and Kyler move to 8-0. And that concludes tonight's Drink of Wisdom. Thank you for joining us. And as always, like, listen, share, subscribe. I'm Jay Wise.
And I'm Nathan Drinker, and remember, make tomorrow better than today, and make today better than yesterday. And you know what we gonna do. We gonna holler at you until next time, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Drink of Wisdom.